Yeah, man. Apples and personal. Finally, we are here.
Finally. Anyway, yeah, we are looking at our Leos, the club members. We're looking a bit more in depth into what exactly is it that you want. What exactly is it that you're looking to achieve? Maybe.
Yeah, I think for me, Apples and personal is a platform to hear people's personal reasons and people's personal stories. Because sometimes, as what Basi said, you can get lost in the program sometimes. Okay.
Because the cameras are rolling.
Introducer.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay, what's up, guys? My name is Takunda Nashe Jonathan Kafude. Funny thing about why I always say my name in full.
Jonathan.
It's because there was a point where I couldn't say my name the full way without it being funny for me to say it.
So what, you say what, Jonathan with an accent?
No, I used to. No, not even the thing. It's like I'm gonna say a deep one.
You don't need to get into it.
It wasn't even, but let me just put it out the way. When I was in primary school, I wasn't typical in primary school. Do you know why?
You weren't a prefect.
I was not. When we did the interviews for prefects, they wanted you to introduce your name and your class. So then I proceeded to say, my name is kind of long. So people were like, wakapetsa waku something wakaneta by the time wapetsa start.
Wow.
Because I don't know, maybe it was long and I turned into energy. So ever since that moment, the trauma thing, now I could only say Takunda. Because I felt like that's the only way I could say my name and people wouldn't think that.
So you can't say the whole Takunda Nashe Jonathan
without sounding like Ndaku. Without, people would lose me. When I lose the attention.
So maybe you should add that accent, eh? Jonathan. Jonathan.
Not even the accent. But now I've taken back the power of my name.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, my name is Takunda Nashe Jonathan Kafundi.
I do the Jonathan.
You know what? You can call me whatever you want. I really don't care. Sometimes don't worry about it just for the conversation, but I really don't care. Call me whatever you want.
Okay.
Just don't be disrespectful. What is it?
Alright, my name is Simba Junior Mawisire, but I go by Mbasi. Funny story actually. This Mbasi name, I'm gonna be honest, somebody gave it to me back in Form 3. This was 2015. I would refuse.
No, I have a magazine in my house. We repop a picture 4B Chakada 2016. I'm gonna bring it one day. And he was like, I have magazine. And I looked and I was like, I want to see if I see this guy.
That was me.
I got me up, I'm sorry. And I was like, damn.
Oh yeah, we were in the same class.
We were actually in the same school at some point.
Imagine. We were all in the same spot. But yeah, man, back at KC, some guy actually gave me this name. I was like, Basi. I'm like, no. Then when I went for A-level, there was a time when I attended some funny function. I think it was Interact, one of those. And then someone was like, Simba, this person is not talking to me. Jesus Christ. It was embarrassing. And from that moment on, I was like, you know what? Let me look for another name that'll identify myself. Me. Mbasi. Started going by Mbasi then. But I didn't take it seriously until I went to SA. Yeah, that's when. So from here on out, Simba Junior is a thing of the past.
Why is it 3 eyes? And why is it so specific? And it's not just to put it specific. He gets so upset when people don't say it the correct way. And I'm like, why set yourself up for disappointment by making your name so specific? People are bound to make an error at some point. Tell me why it's 3 eyes.
Let me be honest. I don't really get mad. It's me being petty.
I've done it. It's actually
3 eyes. 3.
Why specifically 3 eyes?
It's so Mbasi is not just Simbasi. It's not just a name, Jay. For me, at least for me, it's a whole persona per se. I don't want to say it's the real me, but it's the creative me, and the creative me is the me that I've been hiding for so long. Because
societal pressure.
Exactly. This is Zimbabwe. So I've always been creatively expressive, but even when I didn't realize it, but now I decided to actually fully embrace it and start. And so Mbasi for me it's not just a name, it's a brand. And the name in itself, the reason why I put 3 eyes, because it's a design.
It's a design.
It's a design. The 3 eyes, it's a design. Because you guys said 1, you guys added 2. My way.
What's the difference? It's a personal thing. Fine.
I mean, I'm close and personal.
I would
right?
like to know what's your ID name. Is it Simbarashe or is it Simba? Because there's other thing. This is not Simbarashe. So I want to know. ID
Simbarashe Junior.
So why the hell do you get so upset when people say your name?
Because it you know these things, in my baby. They just say your full name. Like Takunda Nashe. It's Simbarashe. So for me it's
no,
niggas can boys. Niggas don't trigger. Niggas should trigger my memories.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm joking.
He's not joking.
I'm not joking. But anyway.
Up close and personal, guys. Yeah, man. Up close and personal. Finally, we are here.
Finally.
So Leo Mbasi with 3 eyes. Tell us a little bit about what Up Close and Personal is about.
So basically, Up Close and Personal, we're looking at you up close and a little bit more personal. That doesn't make sense. But
it didn't make sense.
Anyway, yeah, we are looking at our Leos, the club members. We're looking a bit more in depth. What exactly is it that you want? What exactly is it that you're looking to achieve? Maybe gain, but most importantly, we want to open up a platform for people to express themselves, talk about their experiences, talk about their journeys. Maybe they have grievances they want to air up, but they can't because they're not being heard. It's for communities this big, it's so easy to get lost in the crowd. So this is more like a space where we get you out there. Yeah, a lot of people want to be seen. This is your platform.
Yeah, I think for me, Up Close and Personal is a platform to hear people's personal reasons and people's personal stories. Because sometimes, as what Mbasi said, you can get lost in the program sometimes. And some of your problems have solutions that are there, even though you don't know that there are solutions, because nobody's ever been given the platform to actually be asked a certain question that has something to do with what you're going through or talk about an answer. So I think it's a platform for us to talk about the things that we experience but never really talk about formally.
Yeah, that's true.
We do talk about them, but we don't talk about them in such a way where we are actually putting them on the table to be like, this is a conversation that's valuable enough for me to actually be like, come guys, let's sit down and let's discuss this. But the end goal is that we're all able to get to a point where we understand why we are here, and that we continue to be here, and that we continue to serve in the best way that we can. It is to build and not to destroy.
To build and not to
destroy.
Yeah.
We want to open and want to get to certain solutions, certain things, man, so we can serve and be lions when we get money.
There are a lot of conversations that I had out there in the streets of Leo that actually have genuine concerns from different people, and but the way they're then addressed out there is in such a way that it leaves people maybe eventually leaving the program at the end. So this platform is us trying to bridge that gap, that let's have these hard conversations. Let's have these conversations.
And they're saying that
in a constructive way.
It's okay for people to have certain concerns. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
We've all gotten to a point where we've wondered why we're here in the first place. But like, I can have a problem and I can talk about it to Mbasi as my friend. But like, what we discuss might actually be of value to somebody else.
True.
Who's going through the exact same thing. So come guys and listen to us talk about these things, and we can help each other to, to be the best version of ourselves.
So as we said, this platform is open to all of us.
Yes, people
No,
can watch, guys.
Yeah. So how we're gonna run this program is we're gonna be interviewing different club members, different Leo district members, talking about their own personal experiences with Leo, their personal ambitions, personal intentions, things like those.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna try to make it as fun and as interactive as possible.
Yes.
So feel free to give us any suggestions that you might want us to add to our program.
Okay, so he mentioned the word interview.
Yeah.
So we might as well get into one of the key topics of things we might end up discussing in the actual publications of this program. So we want to just talk about certain topics and just see what our opinions on those things, how best can we address those said issues in a constructive manner. So one of the topics we would like to maybe just discuss in brief here is club projects. Funny thing is, whenever I go for an orientation, I don't like people who follow the orientation guide the way it is.
Like to the T.
Because kana waenda kune munhu asingaziye Leo and all you do is flood them with Leo started in 19 so and so in Abington Girls High. Hey, Lion Ningi. You have to chatter. What is the essence of being a Leo? What do I want to be? You can have orientation wabata this. I don't want you to go to a munhu asingaziye Leo and you go to an orientation and you come from it and you know what did I learn? I learned that Leo began in 19 so and so. That's important. But that is not the essence of why we are here.
That's true.
We are here for the projects. We are here for the actual service. That's why chakaungana panapa. Do you share the same sentiments?
I actually do. I think I think yes. Ultimately, we're here for the project. Ultimately, we're here to serve the next person, however way we can.
Yeah.
Right. The difference lies in the fact that in the implementations of the projects, first of all, and then obviously we have our key service areas. So those in themselves also categorize the way or give us a direction in how we can implement some said projects. So for example, let's look at this particular project.
Yeah.
It's more of a deep dive into the youth service area for us, not only because are we looking at the youth literally. It's more of we're looking into the intentions or the things that drive the youth, the ambitions that actually get us to where we are now. And in this regard, we're talking about your participation in Leo, so it's projects like these that we actually would like to see more of. Projects where it's not just give, but projects that actually allow somebody to showcase either the best versions of themselves. Amen. Or to develop themselves in such a way that they leave I actually did something not only for myself but for the next person beside me. I'm also leaving satisfied from this project.
Amen. Yeah. I think I like how you mentioned the key service areas. Funny thing is I like how they are structured. Like I feel like every single thing you can do in Leo can be put in a certain key service area.
That's true.
And I like how that is structured. Props to people who produce them. But anyway, one of the questions I'd like to ask, because you talked about how there's certain projects that go under certain key service areas, etc.
Yeah.
Do you feel whether the capabilities or the power that we have in us as Leos under this whole topic of projects, do you feel like we are doing enough or we have really tapped into our potential as Leos of maybe District 4 and 2A in as far as projects is concerned?
From a personal point of view, I think we can always do more.
Yeah, no matter what
circumstance, no matter we don't have money, we can always do more.
Yes.
But from a holistic point of view, I think there are certain factors to consider that we may actually Shit.